Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ari, and on this channel of mine, I like to talk about or express my authentic self as best as I can. And that is something that I've been striving to do my whole entire life. And fortunately, I feel better than ever, although it's a continuous climb. So thank you for being here. Thank you for clicking on this video. I wanted to express my thoughts on something that I've experienced, and I want to say, when I talk about this adjective, it comes from the inside out. So people will not like you because you're pretty. And once again, pretty as an adjective that I'm referring to, it starts from the inside out, because when you are a pretty person and you have an honest heart and you're very front facing as far as what you see is what you get, instilling kindness in every interaction because you are a kind person. For me, I feel like I've absorbed everybody's everybody's feelings, opinions of me, perspectives, their judgment, their comments, and it was as though I was just like a pond of water that they were just dropping it into. That's how I feel sometimes still. But when I was younger, it was always, what is it about me that people don't like? Like, it's always been hard for me to express myself, and that's why I wanted to create this channel, to just be myself. But it was hard to develop a sense of self because I was listening and following everybody else's judgment on me, and that deterred me from opening up to my own self, to the point where processing my feelings and emotions would take years. Sometimes they would, it would take years, but it would emerge as a pattern, and I was able to trace this to that, and it didn't relieve itself until I learned to be more of myself and learn more about who I am. So people will not like you because you are you. They see that, and it's like when you've tried this, you've tried that, faking it is not an option. So it's like, okay, if this doesn't work, that doesn't work, I will resort to my default, and your default is enough. And it's going to feel like you are ostracized, like you are the odd one out, but perhaps you were never meant to be contained. You were never meant to be associated with whatever rejects you. It's so easy and hard to try to fit in and to want to fit in. And even outside of childhood, we can all do that still, because we're trying to live up to someone's expectations of us. But as long as we know our worth, then we're not going to shun ourselves out of our own potential, because how can anybody tell us who we are? That's crazy to me. And people, adults older than me, I feel like if they try to distribute that mindset, clearly there's something that they have not mastered themselves. And it's projection, and they don't know how to combat it, so they will try to push you down and keep you down. But one thing that I felt being myself, I just don't care in a way where I care about me. I care about, like, when I say I care about me, I care about my energy. I care about my personality in a way where I cannot dim it anymore, because all in all, it's going to affect me and the people who don't like you, or they're trying to change you, or they're trying to confine you. That is not a reflection of love. That's control. And once that lesson is grounded and instilled, it gets lighter, it gets freer. It might be quiet, but at least you're able to look in the mirror and feel reassured, feel rested, and feel that lightness within. And I feel like we subject ourselves to the outside. What do other people think? But we're thinking about what other people think when none of that is conclusive if it's not coming from the person. And then if it is conclusive, we're able to see that person's actions or words for what they really are. And it's going to be this or that. But always choose yourself. And in relation to things falling off, things not sticking as you're trying to find your way, I believe if it was strong enough, it wouldn't have happened that way. That could be friendships, that could be jobs. It's like we might want a job so much and we feel like we're the best candidate and we feel like we aced our interview, and we may have gone rounds of interviews and felt like this is for me, this is what I want. And then you might get denied. And then we take it upon ourselves to feel worse sometimes. But then, because there is no ceiling, that just wasn't it. And what is for you will be even better. And I feel like those who don't like you for you, or because you're pretty in the sense I'm describing it, maybe it's because they've settled a long time ago. So yeah, everyone, I just wanted to talk about that today. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you did, I'll talk to you all next time. Bye.